but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
And welcome everybody to the Racers Elite Network and the Sim Racing Media YouTube or Facebook page rather. I'm Alan Bergen, just south of St. Louis, here in the Tony Trapezzo Memorial Studios, and we have got a good one on tap for everybody here tonight, as we're gonna go 60 laps, I believe, for the Racers Elite Cup Series, and this is the final week to lock yourself into that coveted playoff position here on Thursday nights. I'm Alan Bergen. Once again, we'll be bringing you all the action from the green flag to the checker flag right here in Sim Racing Media. And we are about 3 minutes into qualifying, a smaller field than we're used to seeing out of these guys. But nonetheless, we got $13 cars signed in here to do battle. And you know, it's going to be an absolute barn burner as we are 3 minutes into qualifying. Right now, True Toku won on Tuesday night in the Truck Series by a staggering 4 seconds. Is on the provisional pole. We're going to go track side and see Christopher Pendell. Well, maybe not. Andrew Tuff. There he is out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Who's on his first lap here. There he is at number 98 car. Gotta like that line that he's running here. He comes through the turn 3. What turn 3? It's the tricky triangle, for crying out loud. So we're gonna go on board. Oh, that's the foot cam. Oh, we'll get it. There we go. Aaron Marquis is on track right now. And here we are. He's just now going to come into the tunnel turn right here. We're going to pick him up here at the tunnel turn. Fourth gear to the tunnel. Turn 3. Off the turn number 3, down in front straightaway. And he's going to call it a qualifying there. He's going to downshift here. Pick up Riley Foss out of Gary Public. He's coming down that long pond back straightaway into the, well, that's turn 3. Coming on the front stretch. He's going to pick up 5th gear. Down the 4th, going to get out of it, actually a little bit high. Diego Rodriguez goes second quick while we're watching Riley Foss. We got about 3 minutes left in qualifying. Ooh, he had to back out of it. That's really going to hurt him. He will stay timed in 8th. Diego Rodriguez out of Adrian, Michigan. Wonder if he could do a little bit better here as he comes off turn number 3. At 54.07. Pretty close right now. The time to beat with a 53.98. And Diego is faster, but still stays second. We got about 2 minutes left to go here in this 10-minute qualifying session. Got about a minute and a half left. Christopher Pindell thinking about trying it again, maybe? He's sitting on the edge of pit road like he wants to come out and take a stab at the qualifying. Maybe not. Yes. He's still there, still waiting. Got about a minute left here. 3 drivers opting not to take qualifying laps. Jesse Fox, Paul Shaw, and Troy Thomas. There's 14 cars signed in. And he's going to stand 12th. Qualifying is over. We're going to go ahead and get to our grid here. Lining up on the front row will be an all Misfits front row with Truth Hoke and Diego Rodriguez. Starting in the inside row number 2, it's going to be all adrenaline all day long. It's going to be John Ross and the Rocket, Zach Lockett. On the inside of row number 3, it's going to be Ed Jurgen. And on the outside of row number 3, it will be Hope Valley, Rhode Island's own Andrew Taft. Gary Bowman will start on the inside of row number 4, while Riley Frost, our neighbor from the north, he'll start on the outside of row 4. Nathan Brazowski will start on the inside of row number 5, and 2 is outside. He'll be flanked by Aaron Marquis. It's another all Misfits row 6. It's going to be Troy Thomas and Christopher Pendell. On the inside of row number 7, it's going to be Paul Shaw out of Chicken Coop Racing and out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's hometown racer Paul Shaw. And 2 is outside, it would be Misfits driver and running out the field here tonight, Jesse Fox. That's your 14 car starting field. 60 laps is the distance as these guys are getting into their race cars. Getting gridded up here. 2-mile oval here. 60 laps is the distance. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a fun one here. We're going to have a lot of fun here. 60 laps of heart-pounding action. These guys are getting strapped in here tonight into their race cars. Here we go. We're going to start rolling these guys off. These guys are going to get scattered about. Let's bring you some in-car cameras. Tonight here we're going to show you some in-car views from Zach Lockett out of Catawba, North Carolina. Deeper in the field. Andrew Tubbs going to be bringing us some onboard shots from that Racers Elite number 98 car. Troy Thomas with the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet on board here tonight and giving us a view from the front of the field here. Truth Hoke out of Hickory, North Carolina. And we can't forget Christopher Pendell bringing us that Gatorade onboard camera out of Aberdeen, Ohio. These guys come to some turn. Truth Hoke coming down that short chute. These guys are going to get cranked up to crazy here. Truth Hoke looking to go 2 for 2 on the week. Here comes the pace car, going to bring the field out of turn number 3. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wipe the visor. Pull the 5-part harness. Grandma, grab some Cheetos, because race fans, we are going racing in the Pocono Mountains. as they are all fanned out 2 and 3 wide. Diego Rodriguez is going to take the early lead over the Rocket Zach Lockett there in that number 93 car. Truth Hope running third right now. Diego Rodriguez looking to go on a not maybe a 4-second lead, but last week's winner Riley Frost back there in 8th position, locking himself into the playoffs. He knows he's locked in. He knows he can put it on cruise control. The Adrian Michigan driver, Diego Rodriguez. I like that line that he's running here. Already out to a half-second lead over the Rocket, Zach Lockett, and Truth Hope. The new update, these guys have a lot to figure out with these cars. How hard they can push. They got, I would imagine the first 30 laps are going to do that. Diego Rodriguez goes quick time with a 53.89. Number 3, he's playing nice, not being too egregious. So far your running order is Diego Rodriguez, Zach Lockett, Truth Hope, John Roth. Back here in that 4th position now, who we see on the Icon Cup Series on Sunday nights. John Ross lurking behind Truth Hope for that 3rd position. Looking back from the double nickel pivot, number 44, John Ross. John Ross looking to the inside. He's getting just sometimes some kind of close. John Ross had a bell buckle lower. Bell buckle's in his knee here. Lap number 4, he's riding in that 4th position. Zach Lockett not letting Diego get too far ahead of him. You can see that battle for 3rd position starting to heat up ever so slightly as we're going to widen things out here. Give 3rd to John Ross. He's going to go by Truth Hope there for 3rd. Leading this freight train, leading the pack. Call it what you will. 0.2 of a second, 0.3 of a second. That lead is starting to grow. And the thing is, how hard you run that car, how much you try to stay tired. 5 laps in, we are mean and green. So far, no shakeup in the running order. Troy Thomas back there in that 11th position. Gary Bowman thinking about stepping out. We know Nathan Brzezowski thought about it there for a minute. We'll go on forward. Driver out of Troutman. Driver we see on Sunday night lap number 6, 5 laps into the history book. We take things out to the wide picture right now. Your top 3 has so far been unchanged ever since Zach Lockett or John Ross had passed Truth Hope rather. Thank everybody for joining us here on the back on the live chat. On your phones, in your homes, wherever you may be watching. Lap number 8 as the field comes across the line here. Diego Rodriguez out to have second lead now over the Rocket, Zach Lockett, and John Ross, the boss, John Ross. I think he'll like that one. I think John Ross will like the boss as a nickname. Things remain relatively unchanged. 7 laps into the history books here of the 60 scheduled to be ran. I want to thank Andrew Tuft and the Racing Elite Network for having Sim Racing Media be a part of this race here tonight. And, well, you know, here we are, Thursday night, working lap number 9. Diego Rodriguez comes across the line. 8 laps into history books. A little bit deeper in the field, we got Troy Thomas out of Hickory, or Boone, North Carolina. Wow. Okay, got the geography a little mixed up here. I mean, if there's a better looking throwback car to the Intimidator, let me know, please. Troy Thomas really did a good job. So we go high above the Pocono Raceway and the drone to get a look at that GM Goodrich number 3. This is a car where I sentimentally want to see win. I want to see Troy Thomas come to the front. Now, he's had computer woes here as of late, so if you see him exit out early, that's probably why. As we got 51 or 59 left, 61 left. My math isn't math. Paul Shaw there riding it in that 13th position, just behind Aaron Marquis. Now the field's really spread out back here, which is not where you want to be. Jesse Fox, Noco, number 69 Chevrolet. So that's 5 times fast. Meanwhile, John Ross looking to the inside of his teammate for that second position. The boss, John Ross, going against the Rocket, Zach Lockett. With 60 laps, or 50 laps to go, rather. I think you'd love that nickname, the boss, John Ross. It kind of fits, you know. Meanwhile, he was side by side with the Rocket Zach Lockett for the second position. That has since cooled down. Truce Hoke, who started on the pole, down 3 positions in the wrong direction. They're running 3rd or 4th right now, trying to close in on this 3-car battle of Rodriguez, Lockett, and Ross. Meanwhile, things are starting to heat up behind Andrew Tuft. Here comes Christopher Findell and Ed Jurgen. On board with the number 94 car of Christopher Findell. The Aberdeen, Ohio. Let's say that one. Out of Aberdeen, Ohio. Here he goes. Andrew Tuft pulling away just ever so slightly. There you see the interval. There's the distance. Now he's shifting. You can hear that motor shift. Jesse Fox already on pit road. Here's this battle starting to heat up now. Christopher Pindell trying to take a look. Meanwhile, John Ross and Zach Lockett are battling out for the lead right now. To the inside, Zero Rocket, Zach Lockett give him the front spot. Rodriguez going to take it back for right now. John Ross trying to go right along with him. Says, hey, think about me. Looking to make it wide. Coming down that back straightaway. So Rocket, Zach Lockett going to hold on to that second position. Keeping the boss, John Ross, at bay. Hey, look, I'm a poet, didn't even know. This is a much cleaner view of that battle going on right now. Rodriguez lost the lead for about a second there. We have 56 laps to go. So far it's been mean and green, no caution flags yet. Already a car in danger going a lot down. That's Jesse Fox. Here comes Rodriguez. There's Jesse Fox just going through the tunnel turn. Rodriguez is now going through the tunnel. Truth Hogan at number 55 car. As Zach Lockett looking to the outside maybe. Here comes John Ross looking to the inside. So we got a couple cars driving down to the extreme inside, and that's Ed Jurgen and Nathan Brzozowski. Don't know why they would do that. Let's take a look at that weather right now as it is 74 degrees in the stands under a partly cloudy sky at 15% relative humidity. That's not a factor today. But that track temp is 106 degrees. It's hot. Here comes the boss, John Ross, going underneath Zach Lockett. Diego Rodriguez has all but caught Jesse Fox in that number 69 car. As Ed Jurgen and Nathan Brzozowski are going to go to the extreme inside here, and then, wow, what a move. Meanwhile, this battle is still heating up here. Getting so hot in this battle that you could probably melt ice. As the boss, John Ross, goes underneath the Rocket, Zach Lockett. That's going to be a battle for second position. Off of turn number 3, gives the position to John Ross. And he's going to slide up in front of his teammate out of Adrenaline Racing. Riley Frost's going to go inside the pit area. And that allowed Truth Hope to get caught up here. That has allowed Truth Hope to get caught up here. And now we got another little 3-car battle going on. Andrew Tuff, Christopher Pindell, and Ed Jurgen battling it out here. This is going to be a battle for the 5th position, rather. Diego Rodriguez has got to run and run now. That's the boss, John Ross, is on his tail. Looking to the inside, coming off turn number 3. Not stepping out just yet. Jesse Fox officially 1 lap down. The leaders are coming up on Jesse Fox, but they're not inside. Nathan Brosowski. Oh, we got a caution flag. Oh no. John Ross involved. Oh. Oh no. Let's see what happened. And Diego's around trying to avoid Jesse Fox. Hung a hard right. As we're gonna run this one back is, oh no. So we're gonna here. Jesse Fox by this time has already spun. Diego Rodriguez goes to the inside to avoid him. He spins, catches the bump. Zach Lockett gets in the outside wall. Truce Hope gets into the inside. Oh wow. What a mess. We go back out to the live picture. John Ross will win the race of the beer stand. Not because he wants to, but, you know. Jesse Fox in the pit. Now these guys do get one dash repair. So we're going to get lined up behind that iRacing.com pace truck. .41 laps to go. Ouch. They're all going to come in for pit services. So that means we're going to go ahead, step aside, and go side by side. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back on the Racers Elite Network and Sim Racing Media Facebook. Welcome back to the Races Elite YouTube page and the Sim Racing Video Facebook page. We're getting ready to come back to Green Flag Racing. Riley Frost, Nathan Brazowski will be on the front row as we are under our first caution of the evening with an incident involving Jesse Fox and John Ross. Now Andrew Tubbs, Zach Lockett, the Rocket Zach Lockett has used his fast repair. As we are going back to Green Flag Racing, here we go. As they rocket down into turn number 1, Nathan Brazowski bringing the field to turn 1 with Zach Lockett right behind. Down the long pond, back straight away we go. Lap 23 of 60 here. Nathan Brazowski, Jesse Fox still on. John Ross out of this one here tonight. Second lead over the Rocket Zach Lockett. And then number 92 Toyota. Christopher Pendle right now in your top 3. This comes after pit stops here. We got about 46 laps left in the books here. 36 laps in the books here. Wow. We're not mathing. Here comes Diego Rodriguez looking to the outside. Riley Frost thinking about going with him. Christopher Pendle got a block. Truce Hope going to the extreme and inside there. Making a 3 wide. He's got to think about funneling back for the tunnel turn. Meanwhile, Riley Frost, he's going to set the fastest lap of the race with a 53.85. He's going to get a little bit loosey-goosey coming up to turn number 1. So far, no one challenging Brazowski for the race lead. He's going to go unchallenged. Zach Lockett is there. Christopher Pendle is there. Pendle looking to the outside of the Rocket. Zach Lockett takes better of it. Nope, he's got to go for it. Zach Lockett left him a hole. He's going to do it. Zach Lockett, the race lead coming off of turn number 1. Nathan Brazowski going to follow line second. Christopher Pendle going to do the same thing. Now, if you look right here, Andrew Tupton at number 98 car, he's all by himself, bringing up to 6th position. But don't look now, he's got Troy Thomas right behind him. He was up 4 spots. 26 laps now in the history books. Zach Lockett has picked up the lead over his adrenaline teammate. Here comes Christopher Pendle though. He's going to the outside. He wants to off the center point. Nope, doesn't get in the wall just yet. He's battling, he's neck and neck. That second position to the number 94 car. Nathan Brazowski got to battle back. Riley Frost thinking about going to the inside. Diego Rodriguez right there on it. Diego Rodriguez just drove up to the wall by Riley Frost. Diego Rodriguez not going to appreciate that. Bounces up the wall. Here comes Andrew Tubbs. To the inside of that number 96 car. rounding corner. Troy Thomas gonna go up to sixth, making up 5 spots. Diego Rodriguez gonna fall positions. Here's how that pass took place. Riley Frost on the outside here. He's going to pass Diego. Pulls the power move on the outside. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Christopher Pendel gets around Nathan Bronzowski. It's the Rocket Zach locking out to a 3/10 of a second lead over Christopher Pendel. 32 laps left. Jesse Fox still on pit road. Wow, taking right to the gear stand tonight. There's that number 94 car. Here's the new dashes that everybody's talking about. That's how far back Christopher Pendel is to the Rocket Zach Lockett. So is that Troutman, Indiana, Troutman, Pennsylvania, or what? Gonna come back out to the wide shot. Christopher Pendel bringing up that second position right now. Or 30 laps to go. Getting ready to come to 29 to go. $29 laps left to go here as we are over halfway in the 60-lap race. Zach Lockett just going to go ahead and step aside one more time. Take her next break. Welcome back to the Pocono Raceway, just outside of, well, in the middle of Philadelphia. I'm Alan Bergen, just south of St. Louis here in the Tony Trapassi Memorial Studio, where Zach Lockett has now taken advantage of almost a 2.5 second lead here on lap number 38, as we are edging our way closer and closer to the end of this one. Nathan Brzezowski going to bring it down pit road for 4 tires. As he is on his way in. Andrew Tuft currently runs in that second position. Right behind him, Troy Thomas, who right now couldn't buy bad luck. Couldn't buy any good luck if it was a paper bag. Ed Jurgen and Gary Bowman here round out your top 5. Truce Hook, who started on the pole. Here he is back here in the 6th position. Riley Frost on pit road. So reasons unknown, but here we are with 21 laps to go. 22 laps to go, sorry. 22 laps to go here from the Pocono Raceway. The map is a little easier. Right behind Zach Lockett is Andrew Tuft out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. And right behind him is the pride of Boone, North Carolina, of Troy Thomas. These guys are coming to the tumble turn now, down at Short Chute. Here we go with 21 laps left in the book. Everything even keel, 1 caution on the night, and that was for everything involving Jesse Fox and the boss, John Ross. Zach Lockett would love to get him a win here in the Racers Elite Cup Series. That would propel his momentum for the weekend. Media's YouTube page will be bringing myself and Shane Cochran will be bringing you all the action from the Icon Cup Series, and Zach Lockett has been so close over there so many times. 21 laps to go. Coming to get 20 to go this time by. He's going to come down pit road. That's going to turn the race lead over to Andrew Tuft. We got 20 laps to go. Riley Frost has officially exited the race. Jesse Fox has officially called it a night. The boss, John Ross, is officially done for the evening. Meanwhile, 20 to go. Troy Thomas and Andrew Tuft. Andrew Tuft, I wonder if maybe he saved enough. Maybe he saved enough where he can effectively go out and get this race win. And Zach Lockett comes off pit road. Andrew Tuft's going to go by pit road one more time. This is going to be at least a 2-stop race. When do you pull the proverbial parachute come in, though? That's going to be the question. Live at Peoria right now. There's 44 of the baddest late models on the planet. They have run their qualifying. Rodney Melvin is qualifying. Fast time in Group 1. Group B was Drake Troutman out of Hyman, Pennsylvania. He was your fastest qualifier in Group B. the UMP Dirt Modified. They have 30 cars on here tonight with 3 flights of qualifying. Trevor Neville out of Mackinac, Illinois qualifies fastest in Group 1. Group 2 would be the Madman Michael Ledford out of Pontiac, Illinois. Group 3 saw Manix Fucron out of Concord, Michigan qualify fastest in group number 3. Right now, Truce Hope on the front, out front. Zach Lockett goes purple on this last lap with a 53.77 with 17 laps to go. Truce Hope should be making his pit stop relatively soon. Troy Thomas and Andrew Tepton come down to get their third. Aaron Marquis riding in that second position right now. Ed Jurgen on pit road. Truce Hope should be coming down this time by with 17 laps to go. We should see him hit the binder, and there's a puff of the gas. Here he heads up the road. That's going to turn the race lead over to Aaron Marquis. Aaron Marquis, the last driver not to pit yet. He's going to stay out for another lap. Meanwhile, the Rocket Zach Lockett, he is mired in at third position now. When this cycles back through, the Rocket Zach Lockett should be back on the lead, should be back leading his race. Aaron Marquis going to stay out. He should be coming down this time by with 16 laps to go. We should see him come down this time by, which will turn the race over to Zach Lockett. He's going to pull the proverbial parachute. Josie can't make it. The Rocket Zach Lockett will be your leader when he comes back around. Andrew Tech right behind the Rocket Zach Lockett. And yellow flag is out. Not for sure why. Not seeing anybody register crashing. It's a bad view of it. And looking. Aaron Marquis on pit road. Can't find it, but we have 15 laps to go. And that's the second caution of the night. I believe, let's go. Right around. Oh, there we go. We found it. We found it. Nathan Brodowski going for the slide for life. Let's do this. Take another look at it. It gets in the wall and right. And noses it right to the inside wall there. They're all going to come down pit road led by Troy Thomas, True Soak, Christopher Pindell, Paul Shaw. Meanwhile, Zach Lockett staying out. And we're going to do something I like to do. Oh, yes. Well, they're coming down pit road. We're going to go ahead and have a chat with our race leader, Siptar. Zach Lockett, it's Alan up in the SRM booth. You got a copy. Hey, look, I'm doing good, but not as good as you are leading this piece here. 14 laps to go, and here you are. It seems like here, you just can't seem to buy your way to good luck. But here you are leading the thing with 14 laps to go. What's the strategy been to keep Andrew Tuck behind you?
Couple lap older tires than these guys. We're going to see. Hopefully I can get out to a good jump here as well, and be able to take this one home. But we shall see here. It's going to be it's interesting stacking everyone back up together here. Really thought we'd be able to go green to the end, but I like my chances. We'll just have to get a good restart.
Yeah, nonetheless, here you are. Run good on Sunday night, and here you are. I had picked you to win on Sunday. I picked you to win every Sunday night. But
I appreciate it. I do hear you. I do hear you on the Icon broadcast. It's that league's a handful, man. We did not have some good luck last week, so we're running at Pocono next week. So I thought I'd hop in here tonight and get some Pocono practice, and so far it's worked out.
Well, you'll talk to John before I do, but tell him that I've effectively nicknamed him the Boss John Ross.
Yeah. We'll hopefully finish it off here.
Yeah. Well, once again, good luck tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. And that was the voice of Zach Lockett out of the Adrenaline Racing stable. Put him back there. We're going to get lined up here one more time. The lights are out on that iRacing.com pace car. Wow. Okay. So we effectively have 13 laps left in the books. It's going to be Zach Lockett, Andrew Tuft on the front row. Edward Jurgen and Gary Bowman on the second row. Here we come back to green flag racing. Barney's got the flag in hand. The Racing.com pace car pulls off on the pit road. Zach Lockett, Andrew Tuft. We are going back to green flag racing. Come up to the gearbox with 12 laps to go. Here comes Edward Jurgen looking to make a move on the inside of Andrew Tuft. He's going to get for the moment. Andrew Tuft says not today. Here comes Gary Bowman looking to make it 3 wide. Edward Jurgen to the inside. He's going to fall back in the line. 12 laps to go here for this Racers Elite Cup Series race here at Pocono. Zach Lockett out to a 0.3 of a second lead. Truce Hoke under fire from his teammate Aaron Marquis in that number 41 car. under fire from Aaron Markey and the number 41 car. Here comes Troy Thomas looking to the outside. Thinks better of it. He needs a little bit of help from his friends. Meanwhile, with 11 laps to go, Zach Lockett out the make it 4/10. Andrew Tuft under fire from the 92 car. Edward Jurgen gonna get a little bit of butt draft going down the back straightaway. Out of Militia Hills, New Jersey. So you see him shifting. This year, 190 miles an hour, going down to turn number 1 with 10 to go. Still anybody's race, we got a lot of corners left to go. Christopher Pendel sets fastest lap of the race so far with a 53.56. Out of Aberdeen, Ohio. On board with Andrew Tuft. Jurgen waiting longer to shift. Meanwhile, Andrew Tuft closing in on the Rocket Zach Lockett with 9 laps to go. Had to bring the throttle a little bit and get it a little bit tight. Back out to the wide picture. Truth Hope gonna catch a little bit of the wall there. 9 laps left to go here. Zach Lockett out front to a half-second lead. That's what a half-second looks like. There's the eyeball test. They do the Indy Snake coming down the front straightaway. Zach Lockett protecting. Trying to zigzag down the front straightaway. 8 to go. Laps left here in this one. Zach Lockett out to half-second lead over Adrian Tefton and Edward Jurgen. Coming down to get 7 laps to go. Aaron Markey gonna grab a little bit of the wall. Ed Jurgen looking underneath Andrew Tuft. When's he going to make the move? Andrew Tuft leading around to Zach Lockett. Here comes Truth Hope underneath Gary Bowman. This is the battle for 4th position. With 7 laps to go, Truth Hope looking to the inside through the turn number 3. He's going to go by the 29 car. The 29 car going to cross him over. 6 to go. A half a dozen laps left to go for Zach Lockett. Ever since Zach Lockett took over the lead, he has been on the rails. Zach Lockett out in front here. Edward Jurgen battling Andrew Tuft for the 2nd position. Truth Hope trying to run down Ed Jurgen. 5 phalanges in the air. 5 laps to go for the Rocket Zach Lockett. Five phalanges in the air. Battling hard and insert none other than Truth Hoke into this conversation. Ed Jurgen thinking about it, doesn't look to the outside yet. Here comes Truth Hoke closing in. We got 4 laps to go. Truth Hoke would love to put it on the podium here tonight if you can't win. To go, 4 circuits around. Pocono race 2. Troy Thomas looking to the inside of the racing circle. Ed Jurgen's right there, he's just got to pull the trigger. Ooh, he gets it, Andrew Tuft. Andrew tried to scoot Andrew out of the way. Andrew's going to stay in the gas. And he's going to drive away from Ed Jurgen. That might have cost Ed Jurgen a second position on the podium. Ed Jurgen staying right in Andrew Tuft's tire track. So we got 3 laps to go. Ed Jurgen going to back off. Regather his thoughts. Ed Jurgen's got to make another run at it. He's got, essentially 3 laps in, coming to get the popsicle sticks are up in the air. 2 laps to go for Zach Lockett. Can Zach Lockett pull off a win here tonight? Said it earlier in his mid-race interview, he's just here for a good time. Ed Jurgen back on the back bumper. Andrew Tuft. She was outside, down the long pond straightaway, looking to the other side. He's going to try it one more time. Ed Jurgen on the back bumper. Andrew Tuft, he's going to lose time in his double turn. Andrew Tuft going to get the wall. Down into turn number 3. One more time, the popsicle sticks go down. And the white flag is out. We are getting ready to race back to checkers. White flag in the air. One final time around. Zach Lockett has got to put 3 perfect corners together. And Andrew Tuft in that second position. He is on his back bumper down the long pond straightaway. Gonna lose a little bit of time. They come down the short stretch. They're side by side. Ed Jurgen looking to the outside. Truth Hoke gonna drive it in deep. Out of turn number 3. Ed Jurgen side by side. Zach Lockett's gonna win. Ed Jurgen, Andrew Tuft at the line for second position. Andrew Tuft just, oh no! Andrew Tuft gets into Ed Jurgen. let's see what happened here. Here they go crossing the line. Andrew Tuck just, oh no, sends Ed Jurgen to the inside wall. Oh boy. I don't think Andrew Tuck is too happy with that 92 car. But nonetheless, Ed, Zach Lockett gonna burn it down. We're gonna get our drivers in here for a post-race interview. Andrew Tuft's already in the waiting room. Ed Jurgen finishing third position. Take us through that race in that final lap as you narrowly had second position, but ultimately finished third.
Yeah, no, I had a good run on him. I kept getting good runs on him at a tunnel turn, and it's just impossible to pass. And then he pushed up a little bit on that last turn there, and I got underneath. And I thought I had him. I just didn't have anybody pushing me. That was fun though, racing him.
Absolutely. And, looked like you were going to try the inside and to go to the outside. How slick was that track tonight with this new tire model?
Yeah, it was slick. You just had to it's a lot of throttle control. And you had to use you had to drop down the fourth to get it to turn.
Absolutely. Well, before we get you out of here, who do you like to think and who helped you get it done on this 92 car?
Yeah, you for putting on the show here, and Andrew for running the league. Puts on good races every night. Jurgen's Lawn Care, my son's business, and my wife and kids, and Gary Bowman, my teammate.
All right. Well, congratulations on that third place finish, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. Thanks.
And that was the driver of the 92 car. So we're going to get him down to the waiting room. Up next, the owner of the Racers Elite Network and Racers Elite itself, Andrew Tuft. Andrew, one spot away from parking in victory lane. Take us through that crazy last lap that we just saw.
Yeah, that was a good time. Congrats to Zach. I was hitting my marks, he was hitting his, and we were just kind of weren't really gaining or losing, and had Ed kind of trying to give me a push to catch up to him, but just wasn't quite enough. Needed a little bit more speed. I think particularly in turn 2, I was kind of struggling over there. So it was kind of a roller coaster of a race. I had everybody wreck in front of me early on and wound up with the lead somehow, and then kind of had a crappy restart, dropped back a little bit, and worked my way back up. But yeah, I just needed a little bit extra in turn 2, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the new tire model and the track temperature as hot as it was, how did that affect the handling of the race car, in your opinion?
It seemed a little just overall tighter than normal. Might have something to do with temps, but I did notice with the updates that if somebody's close on your rear bumper, it seems to be able to upset the car in front of you a lot more than it used to. But yeah, overall just tight. It's hard to get the front tires to grip up, and if you heated them up, kind of have to give them a break for a little while, let them cool back down so you could grip up again. Turn 2 was especially tough. I think I either just always turn in too shallow or go in a little bit too deep and get too high. It's hard to hit that one just right.
Well, look, man, before we get you out of here, who helped you get it done on the 98 car, and who helps you get to the track every week?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for putting on the show. Thank you to Sim Racing Media for helping out. And I want to thank our servicemen and women, my friends, family, team, everybody that tunes in to watch, shows up to race. And if you don't mind doing us a favor, just hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 500, so everyone helps. And if you want to check us out, head on over to racerselite.com. We've got all kinds of stuff going on right now. Some brand new seasons starting soon, Tuesday through Thursday. Single events galore. We've got the Talladega race tomorrow night at 10. It's free to join. We're using the brand new Gen 4 car, so that should be exciting. Nobody really knows what to expect, so tune back in. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, 10-4. And I tell you what, man, you know, if to your point too. Also, if you can't find Racing Elite, head on over to Sim Racing Media's YouTube page or Facebook page. Contact us over there. We'll get you pointed in the right direction over to Andrew here, Racing Elite. Andrew, I want to thank you for making Sim Racing Media part of the broadcast tonight with the Racing Elite Network, and let's grow this channel, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Alan, and congrats again to Zach.
Yep, we'll see you next week. And without further ado, the man of the hour, the Rocket, Zach Lockett here, locking down that first and most important spot. As you had almost a 1 second gap over Andrew Tuff, take us through that race, and what were your thoughts on this new tire model update?
Yeah, I actually did a little bit of testing for the tire model last night at Homestead for Icon on Sunday, believe it or not, and didn't feel much different. And I thought it was going to be a lot different 'cause that's what I was hearing. And then here today in this race, the track was really hot, but still didn't really feel much difference with the tire. I think maybe it took another lap or two to get caught up to temperature, but no, really didn't feel too much different. Started fourth in this race and battled Diego and John Ross, of course, and Truth there in the beginning of the race, and we had that really unfortunate caution, and just got a good jump on the second restart, and really stayed out in front most of the rest of the race. So being in that clean air was nice. Was worried about the guys behind me drafting and working together to catch up, but I was able to hold everyone off.
Yeah, absolutely. The best running adrenaline racing team. You know, John Ross getting caught up in that earlier accident. What does that do for the mindset, knowing that you're like the best running car on the racetrack? Nathan Brzozowski back there, in 11th. What does that do to your mindset? I mean, do these guys come to you for advice, or is it kind of like a team aspect over there at Adrenaline?
Oh yeah, at Adrenaline. I mean, we're all working together each week. I mean, John has really been influential here in my growth over the last 6 months or so in iRacing, and Nate as well. Nate's been great, especially on road courses. Not sure if you've seen Nate on road courses, but he's very, very quick there. Very quick on ovals too. We're just working on getting him up to speed here with the long run pace, and but no, we share information. We work as much together as we can. I mean, me and John were trying to work together here in this first segment of the race to get past Diego. We kind of do whatever we can here for our teammates, and always try to hope someone at Adrenaline comes home on top. So yeah, the mindset here at Adrenaline is, no one's bigger than the team. Everyone's going to work together, and really just hope one of us comes out on top. And John can hop in here and win every race if he wants to, but he goes and does broadcasting in other leagues, and appreciate him at least coming out for a little bit in this race. So it was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we get you out of here, who do you like to think and who helps you get it done on that number 93 car?
Yeah, got to thank everyone at Adrenaline, Nate in here, John, of course, like we talked about. Really appreciate everyone. John McNeil as well on Sundays, and Evan Patinko. They're great to work with. Really excited to finally get one here at Pocono. I grew up about an hour and a half north of Pocono in upstate New York, and my fiance's family lives about 25 minutes from the track. So we're up there in eastern Pennsylvania a lot to visit her family, and always wanted to get one here. I've not been able to get one here yet. I've been in the lead many times and have always fumbled the bag. So it was nice to really get one here. Really appreciate Andrew letting me come out tonight. Shout out to everyone in eastern Pennsylvania, Stroudsburg area. And yeah, that's really it.
All right, well, congratulations. Hopefully this momentum will carry you to another checkered flag on Sunday night. And if you like great racing on a Sunday night, tune into the Icon Cup Series here on Sim Racing Media YouTube page, where you can see guys like Zach Lockett and the boss John Ross get after it here.
Yeah, and Alan, thanks for broadcasting as well. I know you race here, and I don't know if you had to hop in tonight to cover or whatnot, but really appreciate always listening to you on Sundays, and for doing all you do. I know you do a lot of this, so you're getting good, man. I remember a couple years ago when we first started, you've improved a lot, and you're the voice of Icon, so appreciate it.
10-4. Once again, congratulations on that race win, and we'll see you on Sunday night.
See you then.
And that was the voice of the number 93 car of the Rocket, Zach Lockett. And what a race this has been here tonight. As we're going to get that away. We're going to go over these race results one more time here. As we've heard from your top three of Zach Lockett, Ed Jurgen. Truth Hoke finishes fourth. Gary Bowman will round out your top five. Troy Thomas will finish sixth. Christopher Pindell will bring it home seventh. While Diego Rodriguez finishes eighth. Ninth will go to Aaron Marquis. Paul Shaw will finish 10th. Nathan Brazowski will finish 11th. Riley Frost will finish 12th. The boss, John Ross, and we're going to get rid of that too, will finish 13th, and he'll win the race to the beer stand, while Jesse Fox will finish 14th. Want to thank everybody here at the Racers Elite Network and the Sim Racing Media Facebook page. Check us out on Sunday night and Saturday night and tomorrow night. But as we walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.